Upon coming to Klemtu as a first-time principal, and one of the things that I wanted to do was do a needs assessment for our school and determine what structures and what processes are in place and what are missing. And it became apparent very quickly that we didn't have a library.
What I'm excited for is having a library full of Indigenous authors. Our children need to be able to see that they're Indigenous authors and read from those Indigenous authors and see themselves in the books that are being purchased and read.
I think that a library or some community gathering space has been a goal for Klemtu for a long time.
After polling some staff, some community members, we decided to bring to Klemtu a modern library with all of the programming necessary to really launch a full-scale literacy initiative in Klemtu in June of 2020. So we want the library to have multiple functions, and in that we can see 0 to 4-year-olds playing in one corner with an elderly person maybe knitting with another friend and working in that space, and then hopefully post-secondary students studying and doing their research in another space.
There's a lot of families that spend time in the school just in the run of the day as well, so it'll be a really nice spot for them to just go.
And we really hope to create another community space for community to gather in and enjoy. Without a strong literacy approach, those positions that we want to see filled within our community, whether that be a nurse, a teacher, doctor, engineer, carpenter, plumber, those things become hard to realize if we haven't exposed people to the stories and the lives of those who live those occupations outside of Klemtu.
And having that range and say, like, you can be any of this, you can be all of this, you can be in the in-between. Like, there are so many options that you have.
Our library is a conduit to their future. If they don't know it exists, how can they imagine themselves doing it?
Be able to explore literacy on their own and find their own love for it is what it's about, I think.